2 decades of Duke, Brad.
2 Duke. Two.
Duke. Yeah. Ducades.
Two Duke.
Two Ducades.
Too legit to quit.
Yep. Duke to Duke. To Putin.
Really dropped a Duke on that one.
Go on.
That's it.
Oh. So this is Duke Nukem for the PlayStation 4. Duke Nukem 3D for the PlayStation 4.
Go on.
They have created a new episode of Duke Nukem.
Who has?
Gearbox is publishing this, and they've pulled in some of the folks who worked on Duke Nukem originally.
Okay. They would know how to make a new episode.
Yeah.
If anybody did.
To make a new episode for Duke 3D.
Trust anybody.
But it
on
also
the
has
planet.
Duke 3D in it.
Okay. Play the first level.
Okay. Yeah. Well, apparently I didn't save my game when I played, so
You should probably just play the first level
all
first.
right. Yeah. So this new, I guess this Alien World Order is a new episode.
Probably.
God.
Did the original game have 4? Or was there already one
I
expansion,
just assume
right?
that any PC shooter of the 90s has 4 episodes. First one for shareware, and then more after that. But Hollywood Holocaust. Let's rock.
That's the one. Rock. Hey, he said it.
He said it.
That means it's time to rock. Yep. Wait. Go touch that microphone.
So I have developer commentary turned on, which they've added.
How do you activate it?
You put the use key. Let me make sure that I've just got. So it is Legacy Duke Talk and Duke Talk. I'm not actually sure. We'll fuck around with that later.
What is that?
So they've re-recorded or they have like higher quality Duke Nukem quips.
Huh. Or do they just maybe not have the source files for that stuff?
I think they. I don't know. Maybe they re-recorded, or maybe it is the original source files, just modern.
Oh, you mean like if you want to preserve the fully authentic experience,
Perhaps,
like use the shitty old bitrate?
I guess so. I'm not sure. I have not turned it on. I have not played a ton of this yet.
Did you shoot that thing?
No.
So we are doing developer commentary of episode 5. It's hard to believe, but after 20 years, Alan Blum and Richard Levelord Gray have come back to build all new content for Duke.
I always forget that Pitchford worked on Duke 3D.
Pretty much the original tools. Now the engine is upgraded. This development commentary will talk about some of that. You can also tell that we're able to put a lot more detail in these maps because of increased performance of computer hardware since the last 20 years. It's pretty exciting. We're getting an all new episode for Duke Nukem 3D in the classic style.
Huh.
Yeah, so there's a ton of those around the world as you go. They don't identify themselves. Like I know that's Randy Pitchford because I know what Randy Pitchford's voice sounds like. But like it's a really
some kind of pop-up title or subtitle type thing would be.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
So I can also I can hit down.
Hang on. So is this old style?
And get it like this, or I can get it like this.
I'm not quite okay. So different skybox, kind of. What is happening here?
They call it True 3D. So you remember Duke Nukem did have look up and look down buttons, and this seems like a little more modern, whereas this is weird looking up and down.
Yeah,
movements.
I see. Okay, I bet the way they were doing the look was some kind of weird hack back then, right?
Almost certainly.
Okay.
So the build engine and all that sort of stuff. So
that must be what's going on.
Yeah, it's all right. So those alien bastards are going to pay for shooting them right. Like this alien bastard here.
I can pay. Let's go shoot some pig cops.
Yeah.
So is this it as far as enhanced graphics? Like they didn't do some crazy overhaul?
No, they did not do a crazy overhaul. This guy around that corner.
This game had some cool ideas.
It did at the time, like the
that stuff was
usable toilets and all that sort of stuff.
Like
was
the security camera stuff.
Pretty awesome.
Security camera stuff was crazy. Like just any of this machinery, any of the usable items in this, were like totally radical in both senses of the word.
Besides playing through it and trying to get to the exit, back then with Doom and everything, they also calculated how long it took you to get to the exit.
Yep.
So
the fastest exit you can actually run right around the back corner right now.
I saw a video of one person way back when, and they would run up here, grab those steroids, and use that to jump out of this window across over to that ledge, and then around the corner while on steroids, jumping up and hitting the exit.
And they're done.
And they had
It's like
finished
10 seconds.
Yeah, the whole level was like 7 seconds
Yeah.
or something insane.
Look at those high-tech fire sprites.
Wait, was that the entire thing?
Look at those high-tech fire sprites. Look at those high-tech fire sprites.
What? Hey,
And then here's another one that is also about the fire sprites.
Pyromania CD, I think, was like the bread and butter of effects artists back then. There was this library of all these fire effects called the Pyromania. Look at those high-tech fire sprites.
hey, look at those high-tech.
It's just a really, like, yeah, like they just feel kind of disjointed. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
they're-
developer commentary, like this style I think is really cool, but also it can be really weird. I wish that they actually, if they just had subtitles for the commentary.
Yeah, that would probably be enough.
And you can turn it off and then that stuff just goes away, right?
So that's royalty-free fire, huh?
That's that's from the Pyromania CD.
Who would have thought? Those high-tech fire sprites.
Look at those high-tech fire sprites.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Man, those boxes are
Not real.
eternally ablaze.
If you turn to the right, go down, there's a fire hydrant. This is one of my favorite things about Duke 3D is, watch this. And if he was damaged right now, he could even walk up and use and drink from it. And he would
Like
get
he's
one.
saying, watch this, like they're watching a video of the
Yeah.
game being played,
Or maybe they're
something, or they're
even
playing it
themselves.
But like in the context of you playing it, doesn't make like I think this aspect of it could have been done a lot
Yeah, like
better.
if he
I
just
guess,
phrased
you
it
know?
differently and said like, okay, shoot that thing, and then blah,
Right.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
This was, I think, your intended critical path for users that didn't find the secret of the rocket launcher, because you could open those doors and go out the back door.
I don't remember this level being so short.
This is not the actual exit.
Oh, is it not? Okay, I was gonna say. Oh right, the movie theater. Yeah, dude, of course.
Yeah, I mean we've got stuff to do here.
Movie theater was like a huge part of
This
just
this
the
was
pizzazz of this
like
level.
this is my favorite level in this game. This is the only one I have any real memory of at this point.
I kind of like the adult bookstore stuff at the beginning of the second level was also
yeah.
the secret passage was pretty memorable to me. But yeah, like being able to turn on that movie projector and stuff
Right.
was fucking mind blowing when this shareware came out. Turn on lights. Like all that stuff was unheard of.
Release, right?
Yeah.
Can I go fix that?
I don't know.
I can't live with it.
I mean, I'm sure there were games that had done stuff like that before.
Yeah.
Like first System Shock probably had some stuff, some of that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, you're probably
But
right.
I like the execution, like the fact that you could like shoot a guy and he would go down without dying and stuff.
Yeah, that stuff was pretty
George would always
crazy at
point
the
that out to
time.
me. He's like,
Go turn on that projector.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think. So it's the weapon selection's a little weird. Like you get this menu and then you have to. Okay, that opened. What can I actually do to open this? I don't remember. So yeah, like I tap it, and it takes a little bit of time to equip, which and it's L1 and R1 to cycle either way through it. It just doesn't seem like a very elegant way to select weapons, but I don't know. You don't have a keyboard to just hit 2.
Who wants some?
Who wants some? Do you?
Yeah, I think I'm good. Is that an elevator?
We need to go up. Oh, getting some stick drift here as well.
Huh.
What the? Some dead zone stuff or something with this. This controller does not have. I wonder if they just didn't do their dead zone stuff good.
Oh, this might be the way.
Yeah, this is the projection booth there.
It is, isn't it?
Which one? This one?
No, I think that's not. Is that default? I don't know.
No, the default was a longer, browner brick.
Yeah,
we use that one.
Yeah, it really needs subtitles on this stuff.
Even just to say, hey, here's who's talking.
Yeah.
It's hot stuff.
That's not quite how I remember it. Now that I see it. For the first time in a very long time. you can, yeah, you can, yep.
All right.
Working mirrors. Mm-hmm. To this day, not every game has working mirrors.
Right. This Dead Zone stuff is really rough. I did not experience this at home. I wonder if that's just going to be a stick-to-stick thing. Like, oh, you've got one that
Damn, I'm good.
doesn't quite center right, so now you're looking up forever.
Never had any issues
I have
with
never had that
PS4
issue
controller.
with the PS4 controller either. I guess there's no... When I turn on the sensitivity, that's just going to make it go slower. That's not going to actually fix it. That's frustrating. All right.
Don't have time to play with myself. Don't have time to play with myself.
Get a crouch jump in there.
Don't have time to play with myself.
What was the switch inside there? I don't remember that.
You use the arcade machine.
Yeah, that's in case you accidentally got closed in here.
Yeah,
It's a way out.
Some idiot would do that.
Yeah, we didn't have QA back then either, so we had to figure that out the hard way.
We play tested more than anything. That's the one thing about this game. Is we play tested just constantly, every single day.
Yeah.
First pig cop. This was a funny joke back then. I guess it's almost relevant again now. We have so many cops shooting people.
Yeah, that's funny. All right.
It's interesting. Like we went through a period.
It's hilarious.
There's something really weird about
We went through a period where
hearing people that created Duke Nukem 3D talk about the relevance of like
The pig cop.
like the pig cop is like somehow really edgy stuff. I don't know. That's or it's like, yeah, it's relevant again because you know.
Respect law enforcement.
Biting, incisive social commentary of Duke Nukem 3D.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Hail to the king, baby.
I don't know, man. That fist still moves really well, though.
Yep.
When you hit that button, you're like, that's like a real fist, man.
All right, go in that adult bookstore briefly.
Yeah, all
See
right.
what that looks like, and then I'm curious to see that new episode because that commentary at the beginning almost made it sound like they
Yeah, it
did
seems like
things. They did
they're
things
kind
in
of
designing
doing
it.
more.
Yeah, that exceed like the capabilities of the old engine. Curious to see what that means.
Oh, right. It rotates.
I don't remember them dropping to the ground.
Yeah, they
like
dropped
that.
to the ground.
Huh. Yep. This is totally that bookstore. Can you believe that Duke Nukem Forever is the sequel to this game?
I can't believe Duke Nukem Forever.
Like, yeah.
Really any level.
Right.
At this point.
It's so weird to think about. This game got a sequel.
I'm gonna die.
13
I am
years later.
extremely low on health. Yeah.
Damn.
I really wonder what...
So check this out.
Wait, what is this? Oh, weird. Huh. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea. Be cool if you could actually, like, visibly rewind it through everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be neat.
They've been kind of slow to do much with the Duke license since they put out Forever. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oops.
I mean, that came out in 09, right? No, that can't be right. 2010? 11?
We were in Sausalito,
Were we?
so that was like 08.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, we moved out of there in 2010.
Oh.
All right, so it's been at least 6 years since Duke Nukem Forever came out.
Let's rock.
And they haven't really done anything else with it, right? Except for this?
They did this. There was
Getting
that other
too
company was
old
well.
for this shit.
There was something else. that was supposed to happen and then didn't? Wasn't it like that was that lawsuit like intercepted?
So we are doing developer commentary of episode 5. It's hard to believe, but after 20 years,
this is
Alan
the same
Blum
clip
and Richard
that is in episode
Gray
1.
come back to build all new content for Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh, you're right.
Using a lot in pretty much the original tools. Now the engine is upgraded. This development commentary will talk about some of that. You can also tell that we're able to put a lot more detail in these maps because of increased performance of computer hardware since the last 20 years. It's pretty exciting. We're getting an all-new episode for Duke Nukem 3D in the classic style.
Like, in what world is reusing? Like, why would you put that in the other?
Slightly strange. Yeah, this
What
looks.
made you guys pick the theme like Amsterdam?
I suggested going around the world to places. And at first, the bad guy, the aliens, are teamed up with ISIS.
Wait,
And then we thought,
really?
That might not be such. That might. And then you came in and said they're destroying all the famous world monuments.
Oh, so is like every map going to be set in a different famous city or something?
So.
Yeah, this looks probably more elaborate than anything you would have seen back then, right?
Yeah.
Hail to the king, baby.
With all the same weird jump and everything else, you know. This stick drift is killing me.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've never been there myself, and I just thought it was a good
We've got
location.
some janky DualShocks in here, but
Not janky in this way.
yeah, I've never seen one do that before.
Yeah, we have some that don't hold a battery charge, but they've all held up controller-wise.
Coffee shop.
I still haven't figured that one out. I don't know how that.
Yeah, I wonder if this game just has a really, or just doesn't have a concept of a dead zone
Yeah,
on the
that's
stick,
possible.
because that would do it.
Yeah, I meant the battery stuff.
Oh yeah, the battery stuff is infuriating. This is not where we came from.
Oh, how does that ATM?
20 years later, you can't make it work an ATM machine, huh?
It's just here's this card on display in a window.
Yeah, it's Amsterdam, so it's like there's a lot of stuff on display in windows.
You wanna
Well.
dance? You wanna dance?
That checks out.
You wanna dance? You wanna dance?
Does he just not say it? Is that considered legacy Duke talk?
You wanna dance? Shake it, baby.
There we go.
You wanna dance? You wanna dance? You wanna dance? You wanna dance?
I just wanted to hear him say, "Shake it, baby."
Check out that high-tech fire sprite.
Where? Where was that?
What in the world?
Shake it, baby. You wanna dance?
She is not interested in shaking
You
it.
wanna
No, no,
dance?
that's
Shake it, baby.
we're gonna swap out controllers here and see if this gets any better. That's me not touching the stick at all.
Yeah, that's really wild. I almost while he's doing that, you should just restart the game and see if it keeps doing it, or if it's just a software bug.
Oh. I mean, I'm guessing it is just like too tight of a dead zone. Just hit X. Let's shut this one off. So, also this controller is already dead. So, nope. Yep. As you walked it over here,
Something bizarre is going on with like every DualShock in this office, where none of them will charge anymore.
There you go.
There you go. You found the one controller that still works.
All right, let's just.
Can you wait? Hang on.
this down.
Yeah, piece
Was
of
it-
cake.
I think you can select any level. I don't know that you have to unlock them.
I'm getting too old
Well,
for
we should check out a
this
different
shit.
level then. Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Okay, Red Ruckus is going to be set in.
Red Rocks.
Think so? I don't know. Probably.
Wait, no. Okay, come on.
I don't know why I put those in.
I was gonna say, you like to stick those in your maps.
Yeah, and I don't like them. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. Well, you know why I do it? Because it for the immersion.
Yeah, Pitchford's voice is the only one I recognize, so I don't even know who I'm listening to here.
I even asked, can I get an egg that doesn't sprout, just an egg?
I don't know what Level Lord sounds like, unfortunately.
I'm back in the USSR, baby.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, red.
Sure.
Dude just sounds tired. He sounds done. Ugh. Okay.
Huh.
But yeah, I'm amazed. Level designers, we always get all the credit for the levels.
This one just doesn't work.
It's the artist.
Ah, they forgot to hook that one up.
But this is exactly what the streets of Moscow look like, as far as you can do it in a game like you.
I'm surprised they did all this new art for this. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're going to do a new episode, right? I mean,
it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I figured they would have just made more maps out of the same old stuff.
Let's look at the posters real quick.
So that's cool. At least they put some effort into that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Meat flavored candy.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
And you can see it's meat.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's funny, but it's funny.
Yeah, Duke Nukem also, like, I think everyone kind of forgets that, like, Duke Nukem's a really weird game.
This really pisses me off. Shit happens. Hail to the king, baby.
You see this whole storefront here?
Yeah.
That's my brother-in-law's. He owns 3 stores. One's for food, one's for hardware, and one's for... I forget what the other one's for. I never go into it. But that's his actual... I took pictures, like you're saying, and put it in there. He was thrilled. Actually, he wasn't thrilled. His 2 children, his kids were.
I assume he means this one, because it's in front of this store.
Sure.
Ooh, I needed that.
Pig cop in that trash
Yeah,
can.
just hide in that trash can. My original plan of blowing him up just unleashed him instead. And now this one appears to be stuck on because of... Okay. Yeah. Yep.
This sucks.
Word. Harsh. Harsh but fair, Duke. Harsh but fair.
Yeah.
There's something about I bet this would be a lot more enjoyable on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, this is out on Steam, right?
It is, yeah. It's out on Xbox One as well. There's just something about the kind of modern... I mean, this is a very fast-paced game where, like, you want to do all the circle strafing you can, right?
Yep.
And, like, in this form, it's just kind of... I mean, you know, they've adopted the Call of Duty control scheme to a certain extent of... you know, right stick click for melee and that sort of stuff. You know, circle for crouch and that sort of shit.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Duke Nukem's a really weird thing now, and not like in some like, oh, it's so offensive.
These
It's like, it's
sisters
just
still live here. Natasha and Nastia.
okay.
All right, Duke.
Duke's just prattling on, like over here, just like doing our thing.
I really like the idea of geriatric Duke Nukem just like rambling on.
Jesus.
But yeah, I'm amazed. Level designers, we always get all the credit for the levels. That level's amazing. It's the artists who are doing the art. But this is exactly what the streets of Moscow look like, as far as you can do it in a game like that.
Wait, did we already hear that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you just step on those guys. Duke's just screaming.
And that's just a friend of mine's. The guy who introduced me to my wife, his company is Friendly Orange. He makes games over there. But that says, compare our apples and oranges.
The stuff on the bottom does?
Yeah.
Because it looks like it'd be Russian for a Duke Nukem.
No, you'd think so.
Doesn't it look like that?
It's not so easy, no.
Yikes. All right.
Well,
Maybe
that's what we get for staring at the Friendly Orange.
I'm gonna load into like one more map, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Did you link up your Shift account?
You know, I tried to, and it didn't look like you could. It just looked like it would load up the Shift page for you. It loads the web browser. It doesn't seem like it's actually does an in-game thing, but I don't know. I had a lot of trouble getting logged in when I was trying anyway, so who knows.
All right, here we go.
Like
City of
someone
Lights.
cut the fromage. Cool.
Talking about farting.
Awesome. I've farted before.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's that like?
That was weird. I don't know. I don't recommend it.
Can you blow this up? Oh.
These are nice looking scooters. Actually, I just want to stop and
Not
if
bad.
I have to die to look at how these scooters look pretty fucking good, man.
What does that say?
Attention, this is on someone, you know, I go ahead and ask the artists if they want to make their own jokes. And you guys too, if you want, it's still not
I'm gonna guess that's Level Lord.
Easter egg stuff.
I could be completely wrong, but that's my guess.
Yeah, that's been my guess as well.
I don't know, and I don't know who did it.
Ouch. Is that what's in this package? Commentary and
Yeah,
a new episode.
what they are calling the true 3D rendering.
Those are the big selling points.
And the new episode and existing Duke Nukem. And it also has multiplayer.
Oh.
But oh, there we go. Good. There was not one up when we initially started. Oh, wait, what? All right. Yeah, no one was playing this. This is the first of the multiplayer I've seen.
It's time to play some Duke match.
Yeah.
Come get some.
There were some Duke Nukem weapons that I thought were like neat ideas that I didn't necessarily want to use all the time.
Yeah, I mean that was a big part of this game's, like, I don't
I
necessarily
like
want to say appeal,
the
but
pipes,
like,
the trip mines and stuff like that. But like the freeze ray and the street gun and stuff like that, I thought were like novel, but I also didn't think they were that cool.
I always thought of the weapon lineup in this game as a lot more gimmicky.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Versus like all the id games were just like very meat and potatoes. You know, it's like here's your shotgun, here's your rapid fire thing, here's your rocket launcher.
Yeah, definitely.
And this was all kinds of tripwires and yeah.
And that stuff was really fun to use. Like I'd spent a long time playing Duke Nukem on a LAN with some friends and stuff, and it was great. But in the various re-releases of this, are just kind of come back to it years later. Yeah, like I think you're right. The gimmicky nature of the weapons kind of stands out a little bit more, and it's a little less cool. So weird.
It's a spaceship.
Like this just feels broken when I do it. This feels like a VR game gone wrong when I look up and down with it in its the true 3D rendering turned off. So you know, good on them for doing that. That's cool.
Groovy.
Still theoretically 2 other people in this match, but.
That'll do it.
Apparently not.
No? That did for both of you.
Yeah, that did it, for sure.
It actually just occurred to me that it's like such a no-brainer now, but at the time, the way this game had the weapons offset to the right when you held them, seemed like so futuristic to me. Because even like Quake came out after this game, and they were still doing
dead center.
Yeah, like
and they patched that back into New Doom.
Right,
you know.
Right. This game had that like years before it started shifting their weapons over.
I wonder if "is history" means he quit. I think that's what that means. Name grayed out there.
Not a lot of Duke matches going on.
The speed and the alignment of the textures has to be exactly the same. You see the little...
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that are tricky and hacky to do. And
I've got some of them in the new maps, and they can making sure the textures and everything are exactly the same.
Air shaft at the very beginning of the game,
I don't
right?
get...
E1L1.
Yes. Yeah.
Where is this coming
You
from?
fall down the air shaft. And
Why did it start just playing?
I don't know. Seems to have taken that guy by surprise too.
All right, well, he blew himself up.
I need it bad. Come get some.
Nope. Oh.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hail to the king, baby.
He said it. He was all "Hail to the king, baby," and you were like, "Man, that's my Duke."
Some things never change.
I think Duke Nukem 3D is an important video game.
Yeah. It was,
I don't want to
did some stuff.
I don't want to discount that. Yeah, it at the time it did some very impressive stuff.
Mostly on a technical level, though. Whatever. I mean, like a lot of the weapon design was pretty unique.
Yeah, and it was fun. I mean,
it was a great game at the time. Absolutely.
I don't have like amazing memories of every single level in the Duke 3D campaign, but I think that first episode had some levels that are absolutely just iconic.
Yeah.
And even later on, there's just like stuff you do in the single player. I mean, you literally do rip that alien's head off and shit down his neck at the end of it, I think, right? That's not making that up.
I think so. I mean, it was the first shooter post Doom that was like more impressive than Doom, right? Like a bunch of clones came out.
Yes, a bunch of clones came out that were
just
like,
not as good as Doom.
But this was,
and then this finally came out and was like, okay, these guys are doing some new stuff.
Yeah, like I'm hesitant to say it is better than Doom.
I wouldn't say that.
But I think it is, like, on a technical level, like they're doing some really cool stuff in this game that you definitely didn't see in Doom. And it carved out its own path. Like it very much stood out as its own thing compared to, like, in a world of Doom clones, suddenly you started having Duke clones.
Right.
Where it was like, oh, looking up and down is more of a thing, and they're just kind of like doing stuff with these engines that that Doom didn't do. Am I just down here now? Is that just nothing down here? Okay. Turn these single player levels into multiplayer levels. Sometimes funky shit happens. But I guess the ideal is that you would set a bunch of pipe bombs and then stare at this camera and hope that a player walks by and then just nail him, right? I mean,
that would be fun.
The hope, but it's not always possible. All right.
Should probably quit this match.
Yeah.
And maybe this game.
You're probably right.
How much is this?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm gonna say it's 15, but I'm making that number up.
Okay.
I don't actually know. That sounds right to me.
I would like.
How about that?
I would like to think 20 at the outside.
Oh yeah. That's
more than that might be a little pushing it. But.
Definitely. Yeah. There are parts of Duke Nukem that I love, but I don't know that I can go back to it. Like every time I've gone back to it in the last 10 years or so, it's like I play that first level and go, yeah, Duke Nukem.
$20 was correct.
$20 was correct. Okay, well that's. But after that first level, after I get that first level, I kind of get this feeling of like, that's okay. I'm good. I'm good.
Well, but here it is if you want it.
Yeah, it's cool that I like the ideas here. Developer commentary, like we're touching up that 3D stuff. Those are cool ideas. The implementation of developer commentary seems slapdash, I guess I would say. I don't know. It seems like something that could have been way cooler.
Yeah.
Than it is here. But anyway.
Yep.
Thanks, Brad.
Yep.